Mickey, a tour that didn't start positively for the side, but a great finish for your team.
Yeah, it has been. I think that's real testimony to the guys. They've worked extremely hard. They've worked hard throughout this tour. We knew we had underperformed in the one-day series, and we certainly wanted to come and turn the 20 series around. So I'm really happy with the results. I can't praise the guys more in terms of work ethic, character, and everything like that. I think the one thing that comes out of it, though, is that when we leave the guys alone for 5 weeks, it takes us a long time to get them back to the required skills. And I'm just happy the New Zealand public and you guys saw the real Pakistan out there, because those last two 2020 games we were very clinical and very good.
You talked about the work ethic within the side, but basically in the last two games you outplayed New Zealand.
Yeah, we did because we executed. The guys were really confident in their game plans, really confident in their roles, and they were confident in their skills, because it's taken us a month to get them back to where they need to be, just in terms of their, I always say we always work mentally, physically and technically, and we've got the boys back now to where they need to be. So I'm really happy for them, and really happy that we get on the plane tomorrow with a series win, because in terms of the work the guys have put in, they thoroughly deserve that.
The game tonight, the bowling spell of Shadab really turned things around in the chase.
Yeah, it certainly did, and I think he's proved his class throughout the series. I mean, for a guy so young to do what he does, he's become almost our go-to guy, certainly through the middle, and he was outstanding. But I think mention must be made of Amir as well. When the game was on the line in certainly at Eden Park and here, he's turned up for us, and that's again testimony to his character. I've always said he's a big match player, and he hasn't got the wickets he possibly deserves over the last year, but he's won us games, and when the games have been on the line, he's wanted the ball and he's wanted the pressure situation. So really happy for him as well.
Another thing about Pakistan sides that have come here in the past has been the fielding. They haven't put themselves about the park the way this side has done, and that was a major positive for the last two games at least.
Look, and I think through the series, that we had glimpses in the one-day series. That was the one discipline that when we as coaches sat down and analysed the one-day series, that was the one series we gave, or one part of our game we gave a massive tick to, was our fielding, and we've worked unbelievably hard on it. Steve Rickson's a tough taskmaster with the boys, and there was halfway through the series as we were pretty down, but the guys have worked extremely. We've put sort of fitness standards in, and one of the criteria to play in the Pakistan team is you need to be very proficient in two disciplines. And if you only bat and don't bowl, well, you've got to be good in the field to play in this team, and the guys know that, and that's paying its dividends.
What did you make of Shadab over to Martin Guptill and the move catching earlier in the over, but to get Guptill chasing it? Was that one of the most important moments in the match?
Yeah, I think it was. I think there were two. Certainly the last ball to Guptill, the last ball of the over, we were sitting up in the dressing room and we were going, this is a crucial ball. This ball's going to determine the way it goes. We knew Guptill had to go, and it was either going to go one way, six or out, and thankfully it went for us. And Shadab he knows the game. He's very, very smart in the way he analyses the game. He knew that was a pinnacle point in the game, and he executed it for us. And then the other one was the over when Ross started going ballistic there at the end, that Amir bowled, and he bowled that over, and that effectively closed out the game for us. So those were the two pivotal points, I thought, in our bowling effort tonight.
Do you think Ross hit it?
Well,
put you on the spot?
Yeah, but, there was certainly a spark, and if there's a spark you've got to say he probably did.
Okay, Brett, to get your number one ranking back, that must obviously mean a lot.
Yeah, it does mean a lot. It means a lot to the guys, and that was one of the motivations we kept drubbing into the players, because to come out of the one-day series as we did, and then to turn it around after Wellington where we were poor. And I remember having a conversation with you guys, and it was pretty. We were all at pretty wit's end, and the way the players have turned it around has been exceptional. The training session we had before the Eden Park One-Day International was probably one of the most intense training sessions I've ever been privy to in 10 years of international coaching. The way the guys went about their business was phenomenal, and you just got a feeling, you just got a vibe. These guys haven't thrown in the towel; they're here for bigger things, and ultimately to get the number 1 ranking back was fantastic.
And obviously a tri-series coming up now between New Zealand, England and Australia. So how do you see that one panning out?
I think it's going to be unbelievable. I'll be tuning in, watching that, because I think there's going to be some very, very good cricket. And hats off to New Zealand. They're a hell of a team. They're very well led, and they've had a great summer. So I'm hoping that they continue, because they deserve it.
Nikki, congratulations. And do you have any pressure because Pakistan first time playing this ground, and New Zealand already 5 matches from this ground?
Well, there's always pressure. You know what it's like in Pakistan. There's always pressure from the media, and that's part and parcel of international sport. There's pressure from everybody every time we go. So we didn't feel it any more or any less than what we'd normally feel it. But there's always pressure, and we knew tonight was a massive game for us.
Thank you.